Zulu 1010, 125, and 6 Zulu bye.
Ground to cockpit.
Go ahead.
Good morning, 452 at Parking Bay Romeo A1.
Hi, Captain. Microphone check, please.
Tango, the QNH 1010.
Loud and clear.
Contact 121.705.
Okay, Captain. Radio check complete. We'll contact you once the ground vehicles arrive and we're ready to start loading.
All stations,
Roger.
prepare to start boarding.
Roger.
Cabin crew, fuel is on board, catering service has been completed and we're just waiting for load sheets so you can start boarding now.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. Just to let you know that the passengers have started boarding.
Excellent. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, very shortly we'll be ready for departure, so all your mobile phones and electronic devices should be switched off. Please make sure your seatbelt is not fastened and do make yourself comfortable. Thank you.
I am at the window.
Hi, Captain. Just a quick update to let you know that we've started loading. We'll send the final load sheet up once we're ready.
Roger.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Singapore Airlines. Please note that all hand luggage that cannot be securely stored in the overhead compartment or under the seat in front of you will need to be taken out. You're also reminded to take care of your personal belongings and valuables at all times. Thank you.
Selamat sore para penumpang yang terhormat. Selamat datang di penerbangan Singapore Airlines. Mohon perhatian Anda bahwa semua bagasi tangan Anda yang tidak dapat disimpan di kompartemen atas atau di bawah kursi di hadapan Anda harus dimasukkan ke dalam kargo sekarang. Anda juga diingatkan untuk menjaga barang-barang pribadi Anda setiap saat. Terima kasih.
Copy to ground.
Go ahead.
We are starting the APU now, so stand by for ground power disconnection.
Alpha 4 to runway 24, share 7, service 969.
Roger. APU startup seems good. Nothing to report.
Thank you. You can go ahead and disconnect from the ground power.
Roger. Stand by, please.
The 18372 indicated 181. Hello, Martin Station 82 555.
Ground power has been disconnected.
Fire Whiskey 5
Roger.
Center for share 82
Roger. Stand by, please.
Delta, Alpha North, and then Sierra 7, full short of runway.
Ground power has been disconnected.
After the crossing, Delta, Alpha North, and then Sierra 7 for the crossing.
Roger.
Yeah, full short of runway 24. Head on short of runway 370.
Good evening from the cockpit. This is your captain speaking. I'd like to welcome you on board this evening's flight to Singapore. We're currently preparing for departure up here in the cockpit, and once we're airborne, we'll be climbing to our cruise level of 31,000 feet. We hope to depart very shortly. We're not expecting any delays. Once we push back from the stand, the cabin crew will start securing the cabin. As we head to the departure runway, please make sure you're seated and secured as they make their way around the aircraft. The weather is looking good, so it should be a nice, comfortable climb up to our cruise level. Once we're airborne, there shouldn't be any issue during our climb. It's a pretty straightforward departure out of the airport, so nothing to worry about there. The wind forecast during our cruise looks very favourable, so we expect to arrive on time at our destination, but we will of course keep you up to date should there be any changes. The ground crew have finished loading the aircraft, so if you could get yourself seated and secured, we'll be able to get going straight away. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the flight.
Good morning, ground. It's Orange 46 Whiskey, Delta 10, request push and start.
Hello, Orange 46 Whiskey. Start and pushback approved.
Start up to pushback approved, Orange 46 Whiskey.
Delta 9 is going on to kilometer 6, Tech 3. Hello, kilometer 6, is Takeoff 2, 5 Whiskey 5. Cross runway by center. Cross the center is Whiskey 5, correct, okay, come.
Before start checklist.
Before start checklist. Flight deck door.
Closed.
Passenger signs.
On.
MCP. Speed. 178. Heading 27. 2. Altitude 6 0.
Ground to cockpit.
0 0.
Checked.
Takeoff speeds. V1 1 6 8. VR 1 7 4. V2 1 7 8.
Checked.
CDU Preflight.
Completed.
Trim.
Trim will be set.
Beacon lights.
Beacon light is on.
Before start checklist complete.
Hello. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Okay, here is the load sheet from ground.
Thank you.
Looks like we're all set to go whenever you're ready.
Excellent. I'll make the call to remove the jetway. When that is done, you can go ahead and close the doors.
No problem.
Loading has been completed. We're sending the load sheet up to you now. We'll contact you again once you turn on the beacon light. Then we can get you moving.
Roger. Heathrow ground, Singapore 321, requesting push and start.
Singapore 321 heavy Heathrow ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face north.
Pushback and engine start approach facing north, Singapore 321.
Alpha 6.
Call me when you require pushback.
Actually, we are all set to go now. Feel free to get connected.
Roger. Tow is attached. Steering pin is inserted. Stand by while we start pushback.
Cabin crew, please arm doors and cross-check.
32-3, Flavia 8 ground, okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give your attention to the safety video which will now be shown. Thank you.
Commencing
push. All engines are clear. Start at will.
Welcome aboard Singapore Airlines. During takeoff and landing, ensure that your tray table is stowed away. Put the back of your seat upright and keep your shoes on. Before we take off, stow your luggage under the seat. And landing. To fasten,
Starting
bring the
engine
two
2.
ends of the seat belt together until
Roger.
you feel a click. Tighten it by pulling on the strap. To unfasten, lift the metal flap. We recommend throughout the flight. Whenever the seat belt sign is turned on, infants should be lifted from the bassinet and secured with an infant seat belt. If there is a change in cabin pressure, an oxygen mask will automatically drop in front of you. Pull the mask down sharply. Which may be behind you.
Engine
Count the
2
rows of
started.
seats to the closest
Engine
exit,
2 cut out.
front and behind you.
Starting engine 1.
Roger.
In the unlikely event of an emergency, or when you hear the command, brace, brace. Assume the brace position. Surround your waist, connect the
Engine
cable,
1
and
started.
pull to tighten.
Engine 1 cut out.
Inflate the life vest by pulling the red tabs or blowing
All
into
engines
the
stable.
mouthpiece. Life vests have a whistle and a light to attract attention. Special life vests are available for children. Inflate your life vest only at the exit door and step into the raft.
Cathay 271 after crossing Delta, then Alpha.
The crossing Delta and Alpha Cathay.
Parking brake is set.
Stand by. Please keep your parking brake on while we monitor engine startup and disconnect the tow.
All between your seats.
Unlocking the nose gear.
Okay, Captain. Looks like a good startup on all engines and tow is disconnected. Nose wheel is free, so you're good to go. We'll get ourselves disconnected now, so have a safe flight. Look out for the pin on the right, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you very much. I hope in on the right, and we'll see you again soon.
We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Smoking, including the charging and use of e-cigarettes, is prohibited throughout the aircraft, including the lavatories.
Heathrow ground, Singapore 321, ready for taxi.
Refer to the safety card located in the seat pocket in front of you for more information. On behalf of Singapore Airlines, we hope you have a great time on board.
Singapore 321 Heavy, runway 27 right taxi via Kilo Bravo, Lima Alpha, Alpha Tree.
Runway 27 right, taxi via Kilo, Bravo, Lima, Alpha, Alpha 3, Singapore 321.
And Delta 56 for the 121.905.
121.905.
Clear on the right.
Clear on your left.
Okay, 164, fine Zulu, taxi Charlie 6.
Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Anti-ice.
Auto.
Recall.
Checked.
Auto brakes.
RTO.
Flight control test. Full left. Full right. Full back. Full forward.
Checked.
Before taxi checklist complete.
Hello, the 142, fine. Victor Whiskey 3 5 Zulu, taxi Delta 3. Zulu, Delta.
Heathrow Tower, Singapore 321, runway 27 right, ready for departure.
Singapore 321 heavy, Heathrow Tower, wind 290 at 4, Runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Approaching
Cleared
runway
for takeoff, runway 27
7
right, Singapore
right.
321.
Yankee Delta, wind 160 degrees, 2 knots, auto clear to land, report on ground.
Clear to land, contour, report on ground, Yankee Delta.
For Uniform Tower, grid 6, expect your departure
Before
in
takeoff
around 5 minutes
checklist.
due to opposite inbound traffic.
Cabin crew. Cabin crew prepare for takeoff. Notified. Flaps. Set. Before takeoff checklist complete.
After whiskey 2, via threshold 28, to exit to auto exit.
Emirates 7, contact
Stabilized.
121.855.
121.855.
Thrust set. Checked. Speed alive. Checked. 80 knots. Checked.
This is 94 Uniform. For information, there will be a rescue helicopter on the right-hand side, low level, winds 260 degrees, 6 knots, runway 34 cleared for takeoff.
Let's copy from runway 34, takeoff and V1.
V1. Rotate.
Hotel Yankee exit to confirm via threshold runway 28.
Positive rate.
Outbound route echo.
Gear up. $400 feet.
Singapore 321 heavy reset transponder, squawk 01 tree.
Cross on left, click to 04 base. Left, click to 04 base, that's my focus. Bell 1026 Papa down left, heading 075. Left side at 075.
London Control, Singapore 321, flight level 130, climbing 150.
Singapore 321 Heavy, London Control. Identified climb to flight level 310.
Climb to flight level 310, Singapore 321.
3270. Lose 5 your single ship. Moose 578 affirmative.
Got 557, descent already 8,000 feet. Cross Narmi 10,000 or below 1013.
Okay, we've already sent 8,000, cross Narmi 10,000 or below 3.0125.
Hi, Captain.
There's around 20 minutes left to run before we start descending, just in case you wanted to bring any remaining services forward.
No problem.
Good evening once again from the cockpit. I hope all is well with you and you're enjoying flying with us so far. We'll be starting our descent in just a few minutes. The arrival weather forecast is looking good, so it should be a nice easy approach into the airport. We have heard that there is a short delay to landing aircraft, so we might have to hold during our descent, but it shouldn't add much time, if any, to the arrival. Once we do begin descending, please listen carefully to the cabin crew and pay special attention to their instructions and also the seatbelt sign, which I will be illuminating before landing. Thanks very much for flying with us, and I'll speak to you again shortly.
Vietnam Airlines 677. Continue descent 5,000.
Continue descent 5,000. Vietnam Airlines 677.
Good evening once again from the cockpit. As you may have noticed, we've begun our descent. Depending on the destination air traffic, we should be landing in around 20 minutes. In the meantime, I will be instructing the cabin crew to get the cabin ready for our arrival. After that, the seatbelt sign will be illuminated and you'll need to stay seated until after landing. On that note, if you need to use a toilet, then you should try to visit one now, as they will be closed during the approach. For now though, I will wish you a very good evening once again, and I'll speak to you in a short while once we've landed.
Descent checklist. Recall. Checked. Auto brakes.
Departure center.
Set.
Singapore 509.
Landing data.
At flight level 320. Descending 10,000.
1. Minimums. 1.
Singapore 509. Heavy. Radar contact.
5.
Continue descent 10,000.
Checked.
QNH 1007.
Descent checklist complete.
Continue descent 10,000. QNH 1007. Singapore 509 at heavy. Singapore 321. Continue descent 7,000. QNH 1007.
Continue descent 7,000. QNH 1007. Singapore 321.
Singapore 509 heavy. Cleared Taboo 1 Bravo. Arrival. Cleared Taboo 1 Bravo. Arrival. Singapore 509 heavy.
Cabin crew, prepare the cabin for landing.
Ladies and gentlemen, please note that your flight will be arriving at Singapore Changi Airport Terminal 3. If you have an immediate connection in Singapore, please select online connection to view your departure terminal and gate number. If your flight is not listed, please check the flight information monitors in the transit area. Before arrival in Singapore, all visitors must complete an immigration form. Please note the warning on the form about the severe penalties for drug offences in Singapore. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, as we're landing shortly, please return to your seat, put your seat back upright and secure a tray table, handset and footrest. Window shade should also be drawn up. Please also ensure that hand luggage is securely stowed. Thank you.
Para penumpang sekalian, silakan kembali ke tempat duduk Anda, tegakkan sandaran kursi, dan pasang sabuk pengaman. Lipat meja di depan Anda, handset, dan sandaran kaki. Pastikan penutup jendela Anda telah terbuka. Semua perangkat elektronik portable sekarang harus diatur ke model penerbangan. Perangkat elektronik berukuran besar seperti laptop harus Anda simpan sekarang. Sebagai prosedur keselamatan, perhatikan juga lokasi pintu keluar darurat. Terima kasih.
Transition
Singapore
altitude.
519, radar contact. Continue descent 10,000, QNH 1007. Continue descent 10,000, QNH 1007.
Passing 10,000 feet.
Singapore 519. Singapore 509, heavy. Continue descent 7,000, QNH 1007.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is secured for landing.
We're almost ready actually, so you can take your seats now.
No problem. All stations, seats for landing, please.
Air India 346, contact Singapore Center 123.7.
123.7, Air India 346.
123.7 Singapore 321.
China Eastern 601.
Glide slope alive.
Singapore Center, Singapore 321 around 1 Bravo, arrival at 5,200.
Singapore 321, radar contact, maintain 5000, QNH 1008.
Maintain 5,000, QNH 1008, Singapore 321.
Continue descent 5000, QNH 1008, Singapore 137.
Singapore 321, descend 3000.
Descend 3,000, Singapore 321.
Singapore 321, radar contact, continue descent 2500, QNH 1008.
Continue descent 2,500, QNH 1008, Singapore 321.
China Eastern 565, heavy, continue approach.
Continue approach, China Eastern 565, heavy.
Singapore 321, turn left heading 240.
Left heading 240, Singapore 321.
China Eastern 565, heavy, contact, Singapore Tower 118.25.
118.25, China Eastern 565, heavy.
Singapore approach, Scooter 3 heavy, Romeo Echo Papa Oscar 2 Bravo, arrival at 7,300. Scooter 3 heavy, radar contact, maintain 7,000, QNH 1008. Maintain 7,000, QNH 1008, Scooter 3 heavy.
Singapore approach, Singapore 137 at 4,600, descending 3,000.
Singapore 321, turn left heading 225, clear ILS, approach, runway 20 right, report established on localizer.
Left heading 225, cleared ILS, approach, report established on localizer, Singapore 321.
Singapore 137, radar contact, continue descent 2,500, QNH 1008.
Thank you. Direct fire, descend 10,000, orange China 600.
Air Canton 4219
Approach mode on.
heading 20.
Right heading 20, Air Canton 219.
CGA 1100, descend maintain 1,800.
Descend maintain 1,800.
2500.
Cafe 520, descending on maintain flight level 230.
Maintain level 230, Cafe 520. Traffic 354, leaving flight level 31, descending 240 with 0.
Yes. Aritaria 6 traffic, Airbus 320, landing roll, runway
Singapore 321, established on localizer.
Singapore 137,
Flaps
turn left
25.
heading 180, speed 180.
Left heading 180, speed 180, Singapore 137.
Orange Channel 410, turn right Bravo 6, taxi PX0.
Turn right Bravo 6, taxi by X0, Orange Channel
Singapore 321, continue approach.
Continue approach, Singapore 321.
Singapore 321, contact Singapore Tower 118.25.
118.25, Singapore 321.
Singapore 137.
Singapore Tower, Singapore 321, on final, 20 right.
Orange Channel 410, is encounter.
Singapore 321, wind 120 degrees at 8 knots, clear to land 20 right.
Cleared to land, 20 right, Singapore 321.
Command A on.
Orange Channel 410.
Ground 121 is on X5.
185, Orange Channel 410.
Aritaria 6, contact ground 121 is on X5.
Frequency
Light slope.
121, 85,
slope.
and we report at 400 feet plus 20 knots. No wind here on short final.
Wind speed plus 20 knots at 400 feet, is that correct?
Charlie.
Thank you. Contact ground 121 is on X5.
285, goodbye.
300.
Goodbye.
Approaching minimums, 200. Minimums.
Continue.
Good morning, Speedbird 5, established
50.
on the localizer.
40.
Good morning,
30.
Speedbird 5, cover runway 1.
20.
Left,
10.
create farm, wind 17027.
Clear to land, confirm runway 16 left.
Speed brakes out.
Speedbird 5, affirmative, create land.
Spin left, Speedbird 5.
Reverse thrust.
Singapore 321, when vacated contact ground 127.275.
When vacated, contact ground, 127.275, Singapore 321.
Speedbird 5, we had a pilot, wind speed across 20 knots at 400 feet, reported by Airbus 330 2 minutes ago.
Copy, thank you, Speedbird 5.
Speedbird 5, contact ground 121.85.
185, Speedbird 5.
Tower remainder 266 mile final, runway 16 left.
Mandarin 266, cover receiving traffic, Boeing 787 vacated runway 16 left, clear farm, wind 17025.
Runway 16 left, clear to land, Mandarin 266.
call a warm welcome home. You may use your mobile phones and tablets. Kindly remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign is turned off. When leaving the aircraft, please take care when opening the overhead compartments and check that you have not left anything behind on your seat and in your seat pocket. If you have a connecting flight on Singapore Airlines, please note that the boarding gate will close 10 minutes before the scheduled departure time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been our pleasure serving you on this flight. Thank you for flying Singapore Airlines, a member of Star Alliance.
Singapore ground, Singapore 137, runway vacated.
Singapore 137, taxi to gate, Foxtrot 32, via Whiskey 6, Whiskey, Quebec, Tango, Romeo 1, Romeo 2.
Taxi to gate, Foxtrot 32, via Whiskey 6, Whiskey, Quebec, Tango, Romeo 1, Romeo 2, Singapore 137.
Bravo 9, here we are.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated until the captain turns off the seatbelt sign. Once that happens, we will start deboarding and you'll be able to leave the aircraft. Thank you.
Singapore ground, Singapore 519, runway vacated.
Cabin crew, disarm the doors, please.
Singapore 519er, taxi to gate, Alpha 19er, via Whiskey 6, Whiskey, Victor 9er.
Taxi to gate Alpha 19 via Whiskey 6, Whiskey
Ground to
Victor
cockpit.
9, Singapore 519.
Go ahead. Hi, Captain. Microphone check, please. Loud and clear. Roger. Okay, Captain. Ground power is available. Stand by. We'll start getting you offloaded in a couple of minutes. Roger.
Ladies and gentlemen, your critical electronic devices must not be used until you are inside the airport. When disembarking, please take care and hold onto the handrails while walking down the stairs. Please ensure that you supervise your children and for your own safety do not walk underneath the wing. Thank you.